guys, so I am making this intro in place of the intro that I had prepared for this video. I realized it was set in the slow-mo setting. So today's video is basically me talking about my first time traveling alone internationally. I feel like this kind of goes hand in hand with my previous video that I posted about me driving alone for the first time. These are all like kind of milestones, but also fears I'm slowly getting over. And for me, traveling domestically alone was never a problem, but this is traveling internationally, so there's a lot more you have to keep in mind. When you're going through it for the first time, it can be very scary. But like I said in my previous video, this video is still me kind of opening about a real experience in my life. And this video is for those who feel afraid of traveling alone for the first time and want a video as a reference as someone who has finally done it. I will say I was scared too. I was full of nerves. But in the end, I got through it, and it was probably one of my most proudest moments because I dreaded the moment of having to travel alone, but I figured if I wanted to go to where I wanted to go and my parents couldn't go with me, I had to manage to go on my own. Just like the previous video, if this does not relate to you at all because you find traveling alone to be exhilarating and fun, and your first time was like the most amazing thing ever because you were excited, good for you, but this video is for those who want something to relate to because they also found traveling alone internationally to be very anxiety-filled or like really nerve-wracking. So this is my experience traveling alone, and just be mindful because not everyone's experiences is the same. So sorry for the long intro, but before we get started, remember to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell so you can stay informed as to when I post. And also go ahead and follow all my social media because why not? Catch up on my life if you want to. Now let's get on with the video. Hello guys, I'm back at home. I'm like almost done with packing my clothes. I just need to see how heavy my check-in bag is. But other than that, this is probably the first time I'm trying to keep things as light as possible. When I travel, I'm always the one who has difficulty packing, so this is a miracle if I can make things feel light. I won't lie, I've been feeling the nerves like all day, and I feel like as soon as I'm done with getting to the airport, checking in, saying goodbye to my family, and then going through security, I'll be able to calm down. I'm quickly just trying to finish packing. Hello guys, it is the next day. I didn't really record too much yesterday because I was just like finishing up packing, making sure I had everything. But now I'm all packed. I have one check-in bag, one carry-on suitcase, and then my backpack. Boarding's in 3 hours and 10 minutes according to my American Airlines app, so we gotta get going pretty soon so I can get checked in and get to my gate before boarding. We're in the car to the airport. I have my mask ready. I'm gonna hope my suitcases are not too heavy because for now it seems like they're fine. All right, I will see you guys at the airport when I'm done with security. Hey guys, I just reached the gate and now I'm just waiting at Starbucks to get a coffee. And then afterwards, I'm gonna be heading on my flight. So now I'm just waiting for the flight. I have about like 45-ish minutes till boarding. Just the waiting period and I'll be on the plane. So check-in was pretty fun. All I had to show was just my COVID vaccination cards and then also the declaration card for Singapore. And then I was just set to check in my luggage, and so I got my tickets for the flight here. It's just a waiting thing right now. Boarding hasn't started. I did have some coffee because I wasn't sure how much time I'd have left within the travel period, so yay. And also in this airport you don't need to wear a mask, that's why I have mine down. But I'm not sure if during the flight I have to wear a mask during the whole time. Most probably I will have to, but I don't know yet. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I have traveled alone before, and that was when I went to Peru, but I was also part of a study abroad group. I don't know if I count that exactly as traveling alone. I will see you guys on the plane. I reached the airport and I believe I'm at my gate. My flight is delayed till 7:40 to Singapore, so we're gonna be waiting here for some time. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of explain the whole transit process so that if you guys are also traveling through Japan, then you can kind of rely on this video. I wasn't able to get a full video, so I'll try to narrate it. As soon as you exit the plane, there's gonna be some people in front who will either point you to asking if you're going to an international connection or if you're going into the country. As long as you follow what the attendant says and then also look at the signs that say international connection, then you'll be fine to pass through. Once you get to the security part, because all the signs will lead to going through security again, you just have to show the ticket to where you're transferring. They're going to scan it. Then you go through security as usual and then go to the departures board, because that's where they supply all the flight information. That's where you also have to double check like what terminal you're at, which gate it's at, and then also if it's on time or delayed. And a lot of the flights today are delayed. Also, there is no places to eat and shop at due to the COVID virus is increasing. They had to close down the shops here. And it's also weirdly quiet, so I'm not trying to speak too loud right now. All right, bye. That was basically the video of me going from Dallas all the way to Singapore and traveling alone internationally for the first time. When it comes to going back, it's basically that same process. I didn't want to include those clips because it would seem very redundant. At least you guys kind of get the gist. As you can tell in that video, the nerves that I was experiencing were happening more before boarding the flights. But when it came to getting on the plane and just transiting, it wasn't as bad. Of course, I was not able to record me transiting because I just feel like it's so wrong if you're just filming that whole process in an airport, especially if you're like showing documents and there's a lot of people around who don't want to be filmed. I just didn't feel like it would be right to film that process. But at least from the narration I gave, you get it. Whenever I had problems throughout this whole experience, I was able to ask people, and there were so many people who were so nice enough to help me, especially on like my first flight from Dallas all the way to Japan. I was sitting next to people who basically were doing the same thing of transiting. Sometimes when you travel alone, you'll never know if you're going to be experiencing things alone or if you're going to have some help and people who actually are doing the same thing that would want to help you. I'm glad I got to really learn how to do this. This does take time. It's not like a first done, all that fear is gone type of thing. It's one of those things where it just takes time. It's okay. And that's mainly what the message of this video was. If you found this video helpful, I'm so happy that I was able to do that. And I hope you guys just enjoyed watching this video altogether. Before we end this video, remember to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell so you can stay informed as to when I post. And also go ahead and follow all my social medias because I just like posting and sharing about my life. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.